I work at YouTube to take down disturbing content. After what I saw today, I'm quitting my job for good. Most people think YouTube is just a website to watch cat videos or makeup tutorials, but behind closed doors, there are thousands of disturbing videos that never make the homepage. And it's my job to make sure it stays that way. You would think after watching thousands of these gruesome videos, I would build some type of tolerance, but after what I just saw on a random channel, I'm convinced that I'm gonna die soon. The channel was called Marbles, and it didn't have a profile picture or bio, but what it did have were 4 videos with creepy titles and weird thumbnails. When I first saw the videos, I couldn't make out what the thumbnails were because the images were too pixelated. I thought it'd just be another person uploading abuse videos or someone making staged content to shock people, but I was dead wrong. The first video was titled Doggy, and all it showed was just footage of a sleeping dog. No violence, no audio, and literally nothing. I watched it 5 times to see what the problem was, but I couldn't find anything, so I reinstated the video and moved on to the next one. But that's when things got creepier, because this video was titled 6 p.m., and it showed a man walking through a forest. His breathing was off and the camera was shaky. But then out of nowhere, the video cut to him standing still while he wore a mask and stared down at the camera. His eyes didn't blink, and it felt like he was staring straight into my soul. The third video was called Clouds, and this time the camera was pointed down, while someone was lying on the ground with their legs cut off. He was screaming in pain for the first 30 seconds, but just when I thought I saw it all, he stopped screaming completely, looked directly at the camera, and whispered something before the video went black. I couldn't tell what he said because he was too quiet, but that didn't matter. The video clearly violated the terms of service, so I immediately removed the video and decided to watch the last one. The fourth video was called Bad Day, and this time the first 3 minutes were just footage of a blank white wall. I thought it would be a repeat of the first video where nothing happened, but right as I was about to click off, the same masked man from the forest appeared in front of the camera. All he did this time was just stare into the camera, but this time the stare felt wrong. It was almost like he was warning me. I thought the video was over at that point, but then it suddenly cut to the masked man covered in blood as he held the dog from the first video. I couldn't watch any further, so I reported everything, terminated the channel, and even called the police this time. They told me that they would look into it, but when I clocked into my shift just 2 days later, the same channel popped up again. This time all they had was just one video that was 13 seconds long. The footage showed the same masked man, just staring into the camera as if someone was behind it. I showed it to my boss, but he shrugged it off. He didn't do anything illegal, so calm down, he said. We'll keep an eye on it. But that same night, I made a horrendous mistake. I got super drunk, and all that was on my mind were those videos. So I opened YouTube and left a comment on his latest video. You sick freak, this isn't scary at all. It's just weird. I passed out. But when I woke up 10 hours later, I saw 10 YouTube notifications on my phone. All of them were replies from the masked man saying the same thing. You're next. I called 911 and told them I was being threatened by an anonymous man, but by the time I refreshed the page, the channel was gone again. I drove as fast as I could to work and told my boss everything that happened. He agreed to help me catch the guy, but when we pulled the channel data, there was nothing. No record, no IP address, no videos. It was like I imagined the whole thing. I went home early that day, hoping to get some rest, but when I pulled into my driveway, I saw a package on my doorstep. I opened it in my car, but all that was in the box were just a bunch of blood-soaked marbles underneath a piece of paper. All that was on it was, "Your neck. Love marbles." I drove back into the office to show my boss the note, but when I opened his door, my body froze. He was wearing the mask, the same surgical mask from the videos. It was him all along. His eyes locked onto mine as he smiled and said, "I told you. Your neck."